All right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us for this webinar this morning. We're going to keep it pretty casual today, a little less formal than we typically do for our webinars. Gonna keep it shorter as well, so hopefully we get you guys out here within about 30 or 40 minutes. It depends on how many questions we have. But we are going to be discussing CD alternatives. So there are a lot of really good ones in the marketplace. Most people look straight to MYGAs as CD alternatives, but there are other alternatives as well. And I wanted to discuss those with you as well, and also give you sort of our cutting edge products when it comes to CD alternatives. Some agents are positioning them as CD hybrid products, which are our MYGAs, and some unique ways to position those, as well as talking about our marketing for our CD alternatives. So we're going to cover all that today, answer any questions you guys have. My name is Matt Sabala. I am one of our annuity sales directors here at IAMS, and I really appreciate you guys joining us for this call. So let's jump right into it. As you know, for those of you that have been on our webinars before, the first part of it is always going to be to discuss our value proposition here at IAMS. And so I will do that quickly. I'm not going to spend as much time on it as usual, but just to get us started here, 38 years ago now, Charles Hiring founded IAMS on a foundation of service. And everybody will tell you that they are service oriented. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, doesn't matter what IMO you're talking about. I've been in the industry now for about 10 years doing what I'm doing now, and I can tell you IAMS is the absolute tip of the spear when it does come to service. We embody that. When you call in here, you are always going to get a live person to discuss whatever your need is with you when you call in. Everybody in the company is responsible for answering the phone. We try to answer it within 2 rings, and we do a pretty good job of keeping to that promise. So we are very service oriented. We've got people assigned to work with the carrier specifically that you're submitting business with and understand the inner workings of each of those carriers to be able to help you through the submission to commission process as quickly as possible. One of the reasons people really like to work with us here at IAMS is because of the benefits that you get when you join us. One of those is new producer bonus. So during your first 6 months contracted with us, we do a number of things for you, but this is one of the reasons people are most excited to get a fast start with us. There are different thresholds that you can reach during your first 6 months contracted with us, starting at $100,000 and going up to $100,000 $1 million of production, to where we can pay for many different types of marketing for you. It's not limited to what you see here. If you've got something that's already working for you, then obviously we will pay for that. Like I've been with IAMS now for a year and a couple of months, and I've had several people hit that $1 million level during their first 6 months contracted with us. Just recently, one of the agents that I work with hit that level and didn't want to do seminars. They didn't want to do preset appointments. They didn't want to do direct mail pieces. They have a very organic way of marketing to their clients. They work within a kind of an ethnic community, Chinese community down in Texas, and she attends and puts on events for her potential clients and existing clients, kind of networking events. So we sponsored that. The point is, we can do a number of different things for you to help you get in front of new people for your practice, whether that's bringing in people who you've never spoken with before or helping you with warm conversations. We just want to invest in your practice and ensure that your sales funnel stays full for the rest of 2024 and into 2025. We like to invest in our advisors that are bringing in production. We just want to give you more shots, more darts to throw at the board. You see, we are big on referrals as well. Just like you guys, the best new client that we can get, you being our clients, is typically from a referral. And when you refer somebody to us and they get contracted with us, we're going to give you $50. But we're going to do much more than that when they begin to write business. So if somebody who you refer writes a case, We want to give you on an index annuity, for example, a $100,000 case, we're going to give you $200 every time they write one. And that is indefinite. That continues while you both remain contracted with us here at IAMS. So it's a great way to have a downline of agents and get paid on it, but not have the responsibilities and the complications and sometimes the liabilities that come with having an agency. So if you refer somebody to us and we can get them contracted in writing and we can work together to achieve that, then it'll be a great source of income for you long term, and I will absolutely help you grow that downline. Speaking of agencies, agency models are something that we're very familiar with here. Me and really one other of our sales directors have specialized in that throughout their careers. So if you would like to develop an agency model, please feel free to reach out to me, Matt Sabala here at IAMS, or Matt S. at IAMSinc.com, and I would be happy to help you get that started. Back to service. So I think there are three things that we do extremely well here at IAMS, where we are at the very top of the industry. And again, I didn't go into my background a whole lot, but I've been around. I've seen what the industry has to offer and recruited and visited pretty much all the largest IMOs. We do three things really, really well. One is our service and back office support. So like I mentioned earlier, we have people who work with every one of the carriers that we offer here at IAMS, which, by the way, is pretty much everything that the industry has to offer, with the exclusion of proprietary setups that some IMOs have, and we have those too. I'll be talking about that in a bit. But we have people assigned to follow your business from submission to commission through and make that process go as seamlessly as possible. They understand what those carriers are looking for on the applications. They're very, very good at overcoming objections and obstacles before you will get them from the carriers. And when you do run into an issue, we like to take that off your plate and work on that for you and communicate with you so you're not on hold with the carriers. Right now, processing times are way up. Most of the carriers are processing much, much more slowly than they typically do. We want to take that sort of stuff off your plate and just let you know what needs to be done and help you get that information to the carrier quickly. We've got Mackenzie and her team on the annuity side of the business, and Michelle and her team on the life side of the business. And then, of course, we have our managed money that we work with also, and excellent service throughout. Our website is full of useful, I about said useless, full of useful information, guys. If you have never had a walkthrough of our website, please get a hold of your annuity or life sales director and ask them to do that for you, or just get in touch with me, Matt Sabala, and I will make sure that happens. There is everything on there as far as collateral that you can use in your drip marketing campaigns. It's not going to cost you a dime. A lot of that's white papered. In fact, almost all of it is. So we can customize that to your practice. We have all sorts of quoting tools on there, calculators, fact finders, up to the minute annuity grids, information about what's happening in the industry. It's all on our website. Sometimes you have to know where to look, but it is one of the best websites for both information and resources that I have ever seen. Speaking of websites and doing things efficiently, which that definitely allows you to do, e-application is not the way of the future anymore. It is the way that you should be doing things, to be quite honest with you. If you're not using Firelight, iPipeline, Luma, you really are doing yourself a disservice. This is by far the most efficient way to get business processed. I'll start with input. It's the most efficient way to input it. It's going to take you less time. And it's also going to cut down on processing time here at IAMS, so we can check over the information for you. It allows us to see what you're working on up to the second. It allows the carrier to process that business more efficiently because they have AI that is more easily able to look over and catch anything that might be a red flag, and then they review it in person. But e-submittal, if you're not using it, is the way to go. If you are unfamiliar with how to submit a Firelight or iPipeline app, just ask us. We are more than willing to spend a couple of minutes to show you how to get started on that. And even if you are a traditionally paper app writing agent, your first electronic application will go faster than a paper app will for you. I promise. It's very, very easy to get started, and we are happy to help you with that process. Just let us know. It's a couple of clicks away on our website. The second thing I think we do very, very well is our creative services. So it's every day that I'm having a conversation with our creative team about something that our producers are looking forward for to expand on the amount of creative marketing that they have in their practice, their branding, or on marketing solutions to bring new clients into their practice. Our team specializes in financial services. It's all they do. We have an excellent team of creative people who do everything from business cards and stationery all the way up to including websites, putting you on the radio, Fox News if you want it. We do it all, everything in between. We can meet you where you're at in your practice and ensure that you have the resources to look the part in this day and age, which is extremely important to be credible when you're visiting with a new client, and that anything that you want to put into place for the future, we have roadmapped out. And so we call that our creative marketing analysis. I sit down with our agents and have a discussion about what they've tried, what they haven't tried, what they're interested in trying, and mapping out over a 90-day period, 6-month period, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year timeline to achieve different objectives in their practice to help them get to the point where they're not having to create new marketing, where they're not having to purchase new leads, but where they are receiving a constant source of referrals and new people into their practice and reducing the standard deviation to where they're not having a good month and a bad month or a good year and a bad year, but where they get their practice kind of running on autopilot and you're just seeing people and doing what you do best, which is helping people with their financial needs. So reach out to us if you haven't had that creative marketing analysis. We'd love to sit down with you. We have a very nice deliverable that goes along with that. There is no charge to that. We just want to help you do what you do best and bring more people into your practice and help more people and make more money. This talks a little bit about it. This is actually a new slide that was just added, but be happy to go into detail about that with anybody who would like that creative marketing analysis. Our IAMS Wealth Management team was founded back in 2016, 2018 when there were all those changes coming down with the DOL. A lot of people were very, very concerned at the time. It looked likely that if you were going to sell indexed annuities and life insurance, you were going to have to have a securities license. And at that time, we were able to beat that with litigation and ensure that our agents could be insurance-only licensed, but there was some new compliance put in place. At that time, we also developed IAMS Wealth Management because we knew it was just a matter of time before you were going to need a fiduciary kind of backing you up or somebody you could partner with. So our IAMS Wealth Management team has grown a lot since then. We have around 100 agents that work with IAMS Wealth Management and offer both securities and insurance products to their clients. We also work with people who are not securities licensed when they need the backing of a fiduciary in order to keep a client close and not have them visiting with another advisor. That's very important. If you've lost an agent, if you've lost a client to another agent after a first or second appointment, when you discuss with them opportunities that you know exactly fit their need and they're not going to find anything else better in the industry, but they say they need to go meet with their advisor, or they may not even say that, but you're losing them. This could be why. If you don't have your securities license, or you don't have a relationship with somebody who will join you on a call to keep that client close, that can be very, very important to working with the people that you're actually offering assistance to. So if you'd like our wealth management team to join you on a call when you need to have a securities conversation, or you have a high net worth client that you want to be able to offer additional resources to, please let us know. Our team will join you. And if you ever do earn your securities license, we will flip that client back to you so you can continue to earn on the fee-based model that our wealth management team uses. And if you need a good resource to earn your 65, our IAMS Wealth Management team can definitely get you pointed in the right direction. I'm in the process of doing that now personally. It is almost imperative, I would say, to either have that yourself or have a very close relationship to somebody who does to achieve the kind of level of success that most people want to achieve in their practice, which is to be able to work with everybody and to do that with full confidence so they don't need to see somebody else. The third thing I think we do really well, and we just wrapped up our last one for the year, is our training academy. So we do a number of different training academies throughout the year. Most of them are focused on annuities or life insurance, but we do some other things as well. I would say the content that we have there, which is delivered in large part from people at the very top of the industry, producers like yourself who have seen success for a number of years and are just sharing the ways that they've been successful. This is a really, really good opportunity for you to learn from the best. And oftentimes we have other producers come out and share those best practices, those sales concepts that have helped them be successful that aren't the ones teaching. But either way, it's an opportunity for you to meet people who are doing extremely well, for you to pick up an idea or two at the very least that you can implement in your practice. And undoubtedly, the people that I've seen go back after these training academies have been able to expand on the amount of business that they're doing or offer new products and new solutions to their clients that they hadn't thought of before. It's a great opportunity to meet us in person here at IAMS as well. And if you would like to attend, we will be doing another one here starting in the spring. We would love to have you out. There is kind of an approval process for coming out, but if you're a producing agent, again, we just want to give you the resources to ensure that you can expand on the amount of business you want and see the level of success that you would like in your practice. This is a very, very good program. We are big on trip incentives as well. So we just opened up qualification for Trek to Quebec earlier this year, and we just actually finished up our trip from the previous year. We do qualification about every 18 months for these. We would love to see you out at Quebec. Our groups that end up going out to these events kind of develop into a fraternity. We very seldom have people leave IAMS, so it's oftentimes the same people that you see out at these events. And, with a few new people sprinkled in, we would love for you to be one of those few new people. If you'd like more information on our trips, please let me know. But we do send out regular emails on these events, and we would love to see you out at the next one. Finally, going back to the credibility piece, if your clients can't like and follow you on social media, it may be one reason you're not getting to a second or third appointment. You want that credibility piece, even if it's not important to you personally, it is important to some of your clients. But please like and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn and give your clients the same opportunity to do that for you and stay in front of them. With automated messaging, we can set that up for you. It's very, very simple, and it will ensure that your name is the name they think of when they want to work with an advisor. All right, so let's get to the meat of why you guys are here. Let me share a different screen here. And please use the chat function, folks, if there is something that isn't coming over that I'm trying to share. I'm working with some new technology. We just changed some of our systems. If there's something that I'm talking about and you don't see it on the screen, please let me know. I don't think that'll be an issue, but I do want to ensure that I am sharing what I am talking about. So CDs, I titled this Not Your Father CD Replacement Guide. CDs are the low-hanging fruit, folks. You guys know that October and April are really the CD renewal months. That's when the most CDs come up for renewal. And right now, CDs are renewing at pretty low rates. It's very, very hard to find a 5. Most of them are 4 to 4.5% right now. And most CDs are going to renew on a 6, 8, 12, 18-month time frame. And so the likelihood that you're going to be able to renew after a new CD is purchased at the same rate or higher, I would say is practically zero. For any of you that are unaware, the federal government has declared an interest rate campaign reducing interest rates starting with 50 basis points about a month ago, and they're going to reduce by an additional 1.25 to 1.75% next year. That has a huge impact on our business. I'm not going to go into the detail, but that's how all these products are priced. It's based off of the 10-year Treasury rate, because that's how bond pricing is priced, and that bonds are what the insurance companies need to get a return on in most cases to provide a client a return on their annuity. So guaranteed rates are dropping, FIA rates are dropping, income rates are dropping. But MYGAs seem to be what's impacted most in that case, and of course, CDs. So right now, these are the top rates for a 5-year product. You see, the very best rate you can get is just under 6%. That's fantastic. It's with the carrier that we don't do a lot of business with. Upstream is okay. They've had their struggles. They are getting much better, but if you've got a client looking for an A-rated carrier, the best rate you can get right now is 5.1% here with Aspida, and no liquidity. That has to be 100,000 or more. It's getting more and more difficult to get that 5%. So I've got some fantastic options for you guys that I want to talk about here. But you see the MYGA rates. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. So the timing is now. If you have got clients who you know or suspect have money sitting in CDs, it's time to move out of those. Even with the surrender charge, lock in a higher rate for a longer period of time for your client by using a MYGA or what I'm about to talk about, which is an opportunity to get your clients much, much better. So we have a number of different solutions for this. And we'll talk about marketing last here, guys, but marketing is a key component of this as well. We've got the kit put together for you to help your clients. But let's talk about product first. CD rates are not as good as MYGA rates, and MYGA rates are not as good as MYGA rates are going to be in a couple of months. These rates are dropping constantly. You see last rate change, almost all of these were very, very recent, and they're coming in every day. We're getting a new notification about a rate change. MYGA is the easy thing that most producers will turn to in comparison to a CD. But I do want to point out a couple of things here, folks. When you are looking at an opportunity to help your client, what you could do is a split case where you're guaranteeing them a higher rate than they're currently getting in their CDs, or that they will be able to get in their CDs, and then doing a component of it in an indexed annuity, which you can still offer them in a lot of cases a very high fixed rate. Some of these are like just first year or second year fixed rates, but I'm going to skip past that. So starting right about here with the Mass Mutual product, we have FIAs that offer a very high fixed rate that should not move much once you're in a contract. Most of these carriers are very good about maintaining a high fixed rate. But these FIAs, you put part of it into the fixed rate and part of it into allocated into an index that has more opportunity for growth. You're going to offer your client a better solution than they got with your CD. The likelihood they're going to get more money out of this is very, very high. So that's one opportunity. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that, but we could go into a lot of detail there. The other opportunity, aside from just a very competitive MYGA rate, is to take a look at some of our MYGAs. Now, for those of you that don't know what a MYGA is, it is a made-up term for now, but the industry is coming to know what that means more and more. A MYGA is a blending of a MYGA and an index product. And soon, on this tool that I'm using here, which is a comparison tool that allows me to show everything from the best guaranteed fixed rate to the best income on a guaranteed basis for a client. It's a very powerful tool. Soon we will be able to talk specifically about MYGAs on there, because we're actually getting a new component to that tool used that just discusses the MYGA products, because they are becoming more and more popular in the marketplace. So here's one of them I wanted to highlight. You got somebody in a CD, there's no way in most cases that they're going to get another 5% CD. So how about this as an alternative? I don't know who can say no, But a guaranteed rate of 5%, that is a strong rate right now. This product has a component that guarantees a floor of 5% to your client, and if during the 5-year duration of the product, the S&P goes up 25% or more cumulatively, so that's less than 5% a year because it's a compounding rate. But if the S&P goes up at least 25% from the day that they purchase the policy to 5 years down the road, then they get a bonus of 9% added to that. It ends up being an effective yield of 6.83%. That is a fantastic opportunity for clients. You're going to guarantee them better than they can get with most CDs, with an upside of around 6.83%. And by the way, we've got all the marketing to show that over the past 40 years, that number, the bonus has happened greater than 75% of the time. Over the past 10 years, it's happened greater than 90% of the time. It is a fantastic opportunity for clients. This is with American Life. It's called Fusion. It's a product that we helped develop about a year and a half ago, and we've had a lot of success with it. It pays you better than a traditional MYGA. It pays your client better than a CD or a MYGA traditionally will. And it is a fantastic solution. The only downside to this product is not available in every state. We are working on getting more states added, but right now, these are the ones that it is live in. So please keep that in mind if you plan on offering that to your clients. But it's a fantastic product right now, especially with the reduction in rates. Next one I want to talk about is a little different. It is another MYGA. It is with SBLI, and if you've been with IAMS for a little bit, you probably have seen some communication on this. But this is a fantastic new product that we just launched a couple of months ago. It has got 3 versions. It's got a 3, 5, and 7-year version. They're each a tiny bit different as far as rates are concerned, but I'm going to focus on what's most commonly sold, which is the 5-year product. This gives your client a 4% guaranteed floor. So you're still giving them a very good fixed rate. And then they also have the opportunity to capture 60% of the participation on the S&P 500. And I do have an illustration to show you what that looks like. So in this case, if your client, if we see a recession, a big recession like we did in 2008, 2009, your client is guaranteed to get at least 4%. Not many products can offer that outside of a MYGA. But in the case that the markets rebound like they have in every single case, and the S&P is up over those 5 years of the contract, then the client gets whichever is better, either the 4% floor or the 60% participation on the S&P 500. And when we look at it, this is what it looks like. So over the past, looking at this is a 10-year look back, looking at each, well, there's several different points on there. These are quarterly points. So looking at each quarter, this shows when they would have received a return over the last 10 years of greater than 4%. And the few dots below here are when they would not have seen a return greater than the floor, which is 4%. So the median return over the last 10 years in this product, using real data, this isn't cherry-picked information, just looking at December 31st, 2023 to January 1st, or December 31st, 2013 to January 1st, 2024. The median return was 7.7% in the 5-year product. When you look at the number of times that a client would have achieved greater than 4%, it's phenomenal over the last 10 years. It's something like 97% of the time a client is going to get that return. When you look at it over a 40-year look back, it's still around 80%. So fantastic opportunity for your client to get tremendous upside in a product that still gives them an excellent guarantee. Where we are also seeing this product used a significant amount of time is in FIA sales. So not just as a CD alternative or as a MYGA alternative. In FIA sales, most producers allocate a component of that FIA into the S&P 500. Most of those FIAs in the S&P 500 offer very good first-year rates, but those rates are going to drop in a contract, as most of you know. The S&P is the hardest one to price. It's the most expensive index available in the industry to price. So rates drop on that during a contract, and you're still going to be able to take that money and guarantee your clients a guarantee of 4% and tremendous upside using the S&P 500, which is a very familiar story to a client. So take the component that you would put in an FIA, put it in this. It offers you not only a better return for your client, but it will likely pay you more over a 10-year contract than just putting that money into the FIA would, because you're going to sell it at the inception date, and then 5 years later you have an opportunity to sell this product again on a greater pool of money now, and it's going to offer you a better opportunity to earn as a producer as well. So another thing it does is it gives your client liquidity at the 5-year mark. Whatever component you would have put in the S&P 500, which is still going to be in a surrender charge if it's in an FIA, a 10-year FIA, is now 100% liquid. And so you're offering your client several different benefits, including a greater return. You're offering them an opportunity to sit down with you at the 5-year mark. Hopefully most of you guys are doing annual reviews, but at least at the 5-year mark, have a very comfortable conversation with your client where you're showing them growth in this product for sure, and then hopefully growth on the allocations that you're using in the FIA, which by the way can be more diversified because you're not putting part of it in the S&P this time. And it should allow you to keep that client close and offer another sale there. So very, very strong product as a CD alternative. I have producers who are marketing this in their seminars as a CD hybrid product that is exclusive to those clients through that producer's relationship. And that's absolutely true. You can't get this anyplace else. This is only available through IAMS. We may offer it to other IMOs in the future, but we wanted to make sure we kept this exclusive for a while so our producers could win with it, and they definitely are. The state map. So since this one came out, this has been approved in Ohio. It has been approved in, let's see, Virginia as well, I believe. We are still waiting. I apologize. It's been approved in Delaware. It is in the process of being approved in New Jersey, Virginia, and Missouri. That will be done so very shortly. And so the holdouts we will have is, of course, New York. Utah doesn't look like it's going to approve it anytime soon. And California is just a waiting game. We'll get it in California, but we're not 100% sure when. California's just slower to approve products. The state variations, really, guys, they are absolutely inconsequential. So when you see Florida and Massachusetts there, Florida just gives you a better guarantee, like on the minimum guarantee on that product. So instead of like 87.5% of your money is guaranteed to get a 1% return, you get a 1% return on 100% of your money as a minimum guarantee. In Massachusetts, something even less consequential, I don't remember. But very, very good product. Here is the illustration, folks. This very typical scenario. You've got 100,000 in the product. Just to kind of show you what that looks like. At the 5-year mark, sorry, that's a guaranteed value. Let's go down to this page. This is a little easier to understand. At the 5-year mark, in most cases, you're going to see a return of greater than 4%. On a 10-year look back, this is what it would have looked like. So year 0 through 5 would actually be, 2014 through 2019. Their return would have been 6.19% in that case. and then an even stronger return when you look at the last 5 years. Very, very strong product, great alternative. Guarantee your clients the same thing they're getting in a CD, but much, much more upside, and a great split ticket idea for when you're selling FIAs as well. So those are two that I wanted to focus on today. Let's talk a little bit about marketing. So I told you guys, not only did we have products that fit the bill here, but we also have marketing for it. So on the SBLI product, just so you guys are aware, I'm going to go back to my other screen here and show you the microsite. Partners.sbli.com and then /market-crest. You have everything you need here to be able to sell this product, all the marketing materials. This is not behind a login and password, so you have all the information you need to be effective with it there. That's not what I was talking about when it comes to marketing, but I do want you to know that that's a resource. What I was going to discuss when we talk about marketing is this here. Let me pull it up. Okay. Kind of move some stuff here. All right, so every year we put out a CD replacement kit for our producers. Every year we see a ton of business come in on this. Most of it is MYGA business, but you see there are alternatives to that. It's got some very useful pieces in this kit. If you would like it, please let me know. I think I have that as one of my questions. I do not. So we're going to do 3 quick polls here in a minute. I would really like your feedback on that because that'll let me know what information to get you guys. But let's talk about this prospecting letter that we have white papered for you. Very, very simple. Just talking about CDs, and they're a great opportunity for clients, but you have an opportunity to do a review of that CD, and it doesn't say it here, but obviously you're looking to make a sale and something that's going to offer a better return for your client. We have that for you. I like this one a little bit better. This is more of an email, and it just tells the client to wait, hang on a second before they do anything there, give you a call. You set up an opportunity. You set up a meeting with them, offer them a better opportunity. We have information on annuities versus CDs. This is a client-facing piece that is a very, very good piece to put in front of somebody and let them understand, what the opportunity is within an annuity and how they may be missing out. So we've got things like that. We have a piece in here that just goes into the basics of annuities for a client that has never had an annuity before and helps them understand what the opportunities are there. So we have in this kit everything you need. We have a MYGA comparison piece that helps you position these American Life Fusion, these SBLI products for your client. We have objectives and advantages, how to overcome objectives from your clients, and how to position the advantages that the annuities offer. Basically, everything you need to be comfortable in a conversation with the client is right here. So if you don't have the CD replacement kit and you want help with marketing to your clients, you want to put it on automation, get a hold of me, get a hold of your annuity or life sales director. We can help make that happen. Again, we just want to give you opportunities to do more with your clients. I work with a group that is a big PNC group, one out of Texas and another one out of Louisiana. And we use this kit and didn't recreate any of the material. We just slapped logos on it and sent out emails to people that they had never worked with annuities before. And we got millions of dollars of casework just using this. And so if you don't think it's an opportunity, you don't think this stuff is powerful, that's fine, but it works. I promise you. So please let me know if you'd like help with this. It can be useful with your current book of business. It can be extremely useful with clients that you've worked with in other maybe lines of work if you do any PNC or you do Medicare. It's a great way to introduce a new concept because almost everybody that you're going to be working with has money sitting in a CD. Familiar concept to most people. All right, folks. So I told you I'd keep it pretty short. We went a little bit longer than I thought we would. If you guys don't have any questions, I just have one more thing for you. Please participate in this because it does help me. We'll spend about 10 seconds on each of these. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Would you like more information on SBLI? Basically what I'm asking, if you haven't been contracted with SBLI, do you want that? I will get that over to you. It's exclusive through your relationship with us here at IAMS. We will make sure you get that. Next one. Thank you for participating. American Life. This is the one that had the 5% floor and the 6.83% upside if the S&P 500 is up 25% over the next 5 years. Would you like American Life? We can get that over to you. And then finally, folks, would you like access to the free marketing tools we discussed today, the CD replacement kit? If you need that, I will get that to you. I personally will be out of the office the next couple of days. I have a conference I'm going to in sunny Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I will be looking at my email. You can message me or call me. It may just be a little bit longer before I get back to you. You can reach me at matts@IAMS Inc. You can text me. I'm one of the few people here that uses their cell phone on a regular basis, but please feel free to because it's an efficient way of communication. 785-289-8512, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Folks, otherwise, have a great day. We just have one question come in. Let me check this. Okay. Yep, James, I'll get that CD kit over to you. We will get the information out to you, folks. Please let me know if there's anything at all I can help you with. Look forward to working with you and have a great rest of your day. Take care.